Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to those of you who are new here to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. I love each and every one of you, so thank you so much. So in today's video, I am going to be doing something a little different. I thought this would be kind of cool, so I'm going to be ranking all of my drugstore foundations, mainly because I have so many drugstore foundations. I do have a good amount of high-end foundations as well, but I think I have a lot more drugstore foundations because I'm like always testing out new things, and like drugstore products are like where it's at sometimes. So I do love testing out new ones, so I kind of wanted to go through them and kind of rank them with you, let you know my thoughts on all of them. So definitely go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so. You can also click that little bell so you can be notified of all of my future uploads, and let's go ahead and get into it. Alright everyone, so I'm trying to think of like the best way to do this. I think I'm going to start with my least favorite foundations that I picked up from the drugstore. So with that being said, this one I don't know what it was. I don't know if like I applied it wrong. I don't know if it was the primer that I was using underneath. I don't know what happened. But this is the Revlon Color Stay Light Cover Foundation. So I was really excited to try this because it says it's a 12-hour wear. It's a natural finish, has SPF in it. Like, it was all the good things. I mean, I even like shook it up to make sure like everything was kind of like setting in place and everything. So this is what it looks like when you open it. So it has like a little dropper. So once you put it on, I mean, it's really light, like it's really kind of watery, but it is supposed to be a nice like light wear foundation. So the texture, kind of fits it because it is watery. So it's supposed to be lightweight. I mean, it's not a bad coverage. It's like a little bit, I mean, it's definitely not a full coverage just because it's supposed to be lightweight. It doesn't claim that it's a full coverage. But for some reason, when I put it on my face, it just was so blotchy. I couldn't really like spread it around evenly. I tried a sponge, I tried a brush. It just was not looking good. It looked like super blotchy, like wasn't really staying on correctly. So, unfortunately for me, like this is just a no. All right, so this one might shock a few people, and I am like more than ready for it. But the e.l.f. Camo CC Cream just was not for me. I don't know what it was, but everyone claims like this is like the best. Everyone seems to love it, I guess, but me. It didn't sit well on my face. It wasn't very easy to like spread around for me. It just kind of like caked up on me. It did not look nice at all. I mean, the idea of it is really nice. Like I love a CC cream, so I was really excited when it came out and I got it right away. So the CC cream itself is a lot thicker than other ones, so I mean it gives like a really nice coverage. Obviously now like I have a little bit more of a tan. I purchased this when I came out in the winter, so obviously the color is off, but it just, it made me look so cakey, especially around like my T-zone area, like my nose. It just like was spreading all over the place, like wasn't staying in place. I tried different primers underneath. I tried to do a sponge. I tried to use a brush, tried different techniques. It just wasn't working for me. And it would come off like really easily, especially around the T-zone area. I mean, that's a problem area, I guess, for me anyways with like any kind of foundation. But this one, it just, was not good. So yeah, it just completely like caked up on me, and it just looked very like unnatural. And it's supposed to be a CC cream, so it's supposed to be like that kind of like lightweight, your skin but better kind of look, and it just wasn't that for me. Maybe I applied too much, but yeah, it was a no. Okay, so next, I think I can kind of group these together just because they are kind of the same thing. So these are the Sassy and Chic BB creams. This one is actually more of like a tinted moisturizer, but essentially the same thing. They are from Dollar Tree, and I don't want to say that I didn't like them because I actually really did, like especially the BB cream. It really is nice, especially like if you want to save some money on makeup but you need like a nice BB cream or foundation, you could pick up either one of these, and they actually work like really, really well. I just have others that I prefer more, but if you're looking to save a little bit of money, you want to just try it out, test it out, I definitely would suggest it because it is $1. The BB cream The BB cream is super lightweight. The only thing about these is that they only have 3 different shades. So obviously there's not a good variety of shades that you can choose from. So there's the light, the medium, and the dark. These are both the light. Yeah, so they're both light one. Again, I purchased these in the winter, like the winter months when I wasn't as tan, but it is really difficult to find a shade that would actually match you in Dollar Tree because they don't have, again, they don't have a lot of the shades, and they always don't carry like the light, the medium, and the dark. Like there's either the light that day, the medium, or the dark. But you know, it is like the BB cream, actually I really liked it a lot. It is really lightweight, super nice, feels really nice on the skin, like it's not heavy at all. It does look like a thicker consistency once you put it on. And then when you spread it out, it becomes more lightweight. So it does have like a really nice coverage to it. And, you know, it is a CC cream. I mean, it is a BB cream, so it's not going to give you like the most full coverage, but it actually does a good job at giving you some coverage, which is good for a BB cream. You know, again, this was in the winter when I purchased it, so obviously it's going to be really light, and they did only have the light and medium. I mean, I guess you could get one light, one medium, and mix them, or you could get like the medium and the dark and mix them, like whatever like your skin tone is. You can kind of just play around with them and like mix them all up. So they're definitely not bad. Like I've used them before, like I've gone like, and when I run errands or I go to the store or something like that, like I'll put it on because it is something on your face and it does feel nice. So like it actually lasts throughout the day, which is really nice. But yeah, I mean, I think especially like if you're trying to save a little bit of coin, then totally worth it. Okay, and the next one is actually also a BB cream. So this is the JOA Perfect Complexion BB cream. It's a medium coverage and it's a silky smooth formula for healthy, beautiful looking skin. I was actually very pleasantly surprised at this BB cream because it works really, really nicely. This is in the shade Ivory. They don't have like that many shades in this one. But I think that you could try to find yours. Like I think that, or you can like mix it with something else if you need to. But it is a nice consistency. So that's kind of what it looks like there. It does give you a good amount of coverage actually, and it feels nice on the skin, so it's nice and lightweight. Again, something like this I would wear like if I was running errands or if I was like outside doing something, you know, and I needed just a light coverage, like I would use this. It also is good for like work. Like I don't put like a lot of makeup on when I'm working, so this is also like a really good option for that. So I really did like it, and JOA is actually a really nice brand. They do sell it at CVS, so you can get it there and you can order it online. And some of my like favorite makeup products that I own are by JOA, so I would definitely check them out. They are really good. So again, definitely a good BB cream to wear like if you're running errands, going to work, like that sort of thing, and I don't think that you would be disappointed by it. I wasn't sure if I wanted to group this one in like the drugstore category, but I decided to do it because it is kind of like high-end but affordable at the same time. So this is the Juvia's Place I Am Magic Velvet Matte Foundation. So the foundation itself is $20, which is a little bit on the pricier side for a foundation, but it is definitely not up there with like the higher end brands because you can get a foundation for like $40 or $50. So I did decide to like group it in with this category, but you know, this foundation is very, very full coverage. Like when I say like full coverage, you will literally not see anything on your face because this foundation is so full coverage. But at the same time, it's very heavy. So if you don't like a full matte look, then this is probably not the foundation for you. It is very heavy, I feel, on my skin. But I do like it. So like if I know that I need a full coverage kind of day, breaking out or like something like that, or you know, it'll actually be nice if you tend to get more oily in the summer, or if you're just an oily person in general, like skin type, then this could be really nice for you because it's super matte. I tend to be more on the drier side, so this is why it doesn't work for me that well, but I do like it because of the nice coverage to it. So I think that I could actually get some use out of this in the summer, just because, you know, in the summer you have more like natural oils, like you're sweating a little bit more, you're more oily, so I think that it would be nice in the summer, but I don't think that the shade that I have is right. So, but I do have to try it out a little bit more. I should wear it a little bit more often than I do. So this is the consistency, like it's pretty thick, and on the actual face, like it is so full coverage, like you literally can't see a thing. So like it's super thick, very full coverage, and I personally am not a fan of super matte foundations. I like a little bit more glow. I like a little bit more like the dewy skin kind of look. So for me, it's not my favorite just because of that. But again, if you need a full coverage foundation, if you're like going to an event and you know you're going to be sweaty and all that, then this is definitely a good foundation for that. Juvia's Place also is sold at Ulta, so you can go and check it out there. You can get it on their website. They're always having some kind of sale, so I think that you could get it for cheaper. So right now, actually, they have a sale on it. It's half off, so it's $10 on their website. So definitely check it out. But honestly, a great foundation if you're looking for that full coverage matte look. Like it would be perfect for like an event. So definitely check it out if that's what you're looking for. Okay, so the next one I have is the e.l.f. Flawless Satin Foundation. So this is actually a really nice, drugstore foundation. So it is a medium coverage, so, but it is buildable. So if you like a more full coverage look, it is buildable, so you can kind of build it up to the fuller coverage that you want. Or if you like something more medium, then this is perfect. So this one is a little bit thicker in consistency, and it feels really nice. Like it's not very thick, but the only thing about this one that I'm not the biggest fan of is the scent. So it smells like that drugstore chemical kind of like product, but I mean it's not that bad. Like once you put it on, it like goes away, and like once you put like other products on, so you don't like smell it throughout the day. But I mean, I can still kind of smell it, but it still leaves like a really nice coverage. It does say it's a medium coverage, but it is definitely buildable. It's a more thick consistency rather than, you know, a thin one, so it's gonna give you like a nice finish. But again, it's the kind of smell that throws me off a little bit, but honestly, like a really nice foundation, and I think it's only like $6, so you really can't go wrong. I mean, e.l.f. always makes really beautiful products, so I do really like this one. It is really nice. I use it a lot, so this one is actually almost done. But I do use this a lot, like when I'm going to work, again, because it's going to give you like a nice medium finish coverage, because that's what I like. I don't like a super matte look or full coverage when I'm going to work. So I like to use this, you know, just a little bit of a coverage, especially now like we're on Zoom and stuff. So like I need to put something on my face. So I definitely use this one a lot when working, which is really nice. So yeah, definitely a nice foundation for sure. Okay, so then this one is the Essence Pretty Natural Hydrating Foundation. I really like this one. This is a really nice hydrating drugstore foundation. So you can get Essence at, they sell Essence at CVS. I know they sell it at CVS. They sell it at Ulta. It is a nice like thin consistency, so it's not going to give you the most full coverage, but it is going to give you that nice like dewy but like your skin but better kind of look, which I really like, especially now like in the summer when I'm just kind of, you know, hanging around, like not doing anything crazy. I do like this, like if I am going out with like my girlfriends or something, like going out for dinner, like I also really like to use this because it feels nice and lightweight. It doesn't feel heavy on the skin at all. It's a perfect foundation if you like a more lightweight feel to your skin. Again, like my skin, but better. And I think it's perfect for that. And it's also pretty cheap. I think this is like $6 or $7, somewhere around there. I'll link all of the prices below for you guys so you can see everything. But it is, you know, super, super affordable and a really good option for a nice your skin but better kind of foundation. Alright, so my next one that I wanted to show you is the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Hydrating Foundation. I love this foundation. This is like one of my favorite drugstore foundations. I think it's so good. It's so hydrating on your skin. Gives you that nice like dewy, glowy look to your skin. It's not mattifying at all. It's very hydrating, like makes your skin feel really nice. So let me go ahead and swatch a little for you. So it also is a thinner consistency, so it's not going to have that fullness to it, but it is really beautiful. Like it has that nice like glowy, dewy kind of look to it. I don't know if you can see that much on camera, but it feels really nice too. Like it feels hydrating. It doesn't feel like it's gonna cake up your makeup or dry out your face. Like it feels really, really nice, which is why I love it. So this, again, like one of my go-to foundations when you know, I'm going out for errands or anything like that. Like I love this foundation so much. And it also is, so it's technically not a drugstore because it is ColourPop, but it is affordable prices. So I think this one is, I want to say it's around like $14. So not the cheapest drugstore foundation, but it definitely is affordable. Like the e.l.f. CC cream is $14, and to me, I don't think it's worth it, but this is definitely a good alternative and it's a great foundation. Okay, so this one is the CoverGirl Outlast Extreme Wear 3-in-1 Foundation. It is a full coverage foundation and I love this foundation. I think it's so, so good. I love everything about it. I like the squeezy top. I always like the squeeze tops like this. I don't like the droppers because then you can't really control how much product you're using. With these, the pumps, I feel like you can control so much more of how much product you're actually using, because I feel like so many people waste a lot of product and don't even realize it. So I like to do it on the back of my hand. Like that's how I like to apply my foundation. And then I go in with my brush or my sponge and that's how I apply it. So again, this one is another thinner consistency, and this one also feels really nice on your skin. So it is a full coverage, definitely full coverage. You can build it up too, but you don't need that much to achieve that full coverage look. Literally like 1.5 pumps and you're good to go with coverage. I think it's like totally fine. So it is the 3-in-1, so that means it's a primer, concealer, and foundation, which is really, really cool. I love the concept. Like I love that, and that's why it probably feels nice and hydrating on the skin, because there is primer in it. And it is also up to a 24-hour wear. It's humidity proof, it covers imperfections and evens out skin tone, and it feels comfortable, lightweight, and breathable on the skin, which I totally agree with everything. It really does give you a nice like even skin tone, so everything kind of blends together. It also feels very lightweight on the skin, but it also is going to give you that nice full coverage that you want. This is definitely like up there on my top faves for foundation. Okay, so next up is the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Tinted Moisturizer. So it is a tinted moisturizer, but it's also going to give you a little bit of coverage, so it's not going to be like that sheer kind of like tinted moisturizer look. It actually does a pretty good job at covering like imperfections. So it is like a nice, you know, it is a good consistency, definitely not super thick, and it feels really hydrating on the skin. Like you can instantly feel the hydration. And it also is going to leave that like nice dewy look on your skin, and it's also that like your skin but better kind of wear, and I love it. I use this all the time, especially like in the summer, because I think it just gives such a beautiful like glowy, dewy look to your skin. Now, if you are going to be kind of like out all day or at an event or something like that, I wouldn't use this just because it is a tinted moisturizer if you want a fuller coverage, if you want your makeup to last like a long period of time. But it is perfect for like those like shorter days when you want something more natural looking, but you also want a little bit of coverage and you want to kind of just even out the skin tone. This would be perfect for it, and it is just a steal. I absolutely love it. All right, so we are down to the last two. So the second place foundation for me is the Catrice True Skin Foundation. So I am obsessed with this foundation. I love it. I think it is so beautiful. It is very hydrating on the skin. It has hyaluronic acid and it is long wearing as well. So it says it is true skin but better. Hydrating foundation with hyaluronic acid and watermelon seed oil leaves a perfectly even skin tone and natural matte finish. Medium to high coverage with a comfortable skin feeling, and it's dermatologically approved. So it also has a pump, which I love, and this one is also a thinner consistency as well, but again, it's going to give you a nice fuller coverage. I don't think it's as matte as, you know, I don't think it's necessarily like really matte. It does really leave a nice look on the skin, which I love. So I mean, I think it's so nice. Like, it's so lightweight. I don't feel like I'm wearing anything on my face when I'm wearing it, and it feels super, super hydrating. And this one, and Catrice is also sold at Ulta. I do think though that at Ulta, it's only available online, at least like the Ultas that I have been to. I haven't actually seen it in stores yet, but it is available online. They have a lot of options online. They have a lot of shade options as well. I love a foundation that has a lot of shade ranges because it's just nice, and it's nice to narrow down to your actual like true foundation match. So this is definitely like top 2 favorite. Absolutely obsessed with it. Definitely try it out. If you like a nice hydrating and weightless foundation, you will love it. All right, and now for my favorite foundation. So this is the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Foundation. I love this foundation. It is so, so good. It's a little bit like of an OG, which is, you know, totally fine with me, but it has a nice like breathable texture and feel to it. Like, it also has a really beautiful coverage, but it's not going to feel very cakey on your skin. It's going to be that nice like breathable kind of foundation. So again, has the pump, which I love. This is also a thinner consistency. And this is also really hydrating too. This also has SPF in it, and this is one of my go-to foundations. Like, I literally wear it all the time. It has a super, super nice coverage, definitely buildable, but I really don't think that you need a lot of coverage with this. So I think a solid like pump and a half, maybe 2, will be perfect. Some people get a little bit thrown off because they say that there's like a scent to it, which, I mean, there is a little bit like of that drugstore kind of scent, but honestly, the wear on it is just so worth it to me because it's so long wearing. You could literally wear it all day and it won't budge. And I've done it before. I've worn it literally all day, like up to 12 hours. It does say up to 24 hours, but I don't think anybody is wearing their foundation for 24 hours. At least you shouldn't be. But you know, I do really love it. It's like, it's my absolute favorite drugstore foundation. I will always repurchase it. I will always get it, and I will always use it because I love it that much. All right, everyone. So that is it. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Something new that I wanted to try. So let me know what you think. So definitely like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you all very soon in my next video. Thank you so much. Bye.